The owners of Clement Canopy make an average profit of $500,000 to highest $900,000 in just 7 years. And the buyers of Clavon achieve a similar investment return in just 3 years. Since Elta is sitting in between the two projects with similar attributes, will Elta profit more in the future? Previously, if you have missed out on Clement Canopy or Clavon and seeing how well they have performed over the years, Elta could be the next opportunity for you in 2025. Hi, this is Kaizer.
This is Zach.
In this video, you will learn everything about Elta. Number 1 is going to be the project information. Number 2, land price and estimated launch pricing. Number 3, the past performance of resale project nearby. And number 4, we're going to talk about the exit strategy. And point number 5, there are 3 factors that you should consider beyond the price. And lastly, we'll go through our signature property quad scorecard. Without further ado, let's go. First of all, looking at the logo of Elta, it says elevated modern living. The tagline itself already sounds very atas to me. And according to the artist's impression, it will look something like this. It has 2 towers of 39-story buildings on top of a multi-story car park, total 501 units. The smaller unit type will start from 1 plus study all the way to 5 bedrooms. Estimated TOP in 2029, and the rest of the information you can pause and read. One thing I would like to highlight here is that the multi-story car park has 3 levels and a basement. So even if you are buying into a low floor unit, you are not on the ground level. The lowest unit type will start from level 4 all the way to level 39. On the other hand, this is what you can expect from high floor living. So this is an actual drone view from level 30 facing the AYE. You can actually see the sea view. And this is another picture of the drone view from level 30 facing the Nanhua High School. Both views are amazing, but personally I would go for the view that's facing the AYE because I can see the sea view from my house. Next up, surrounding Elta, there are a bunch of school options, especially the tertiary school. From our experience, the reason that people buy into private property in this area is because of the NUS High School. Their children will spend 6 years doing IP in NUS High, and afterwards they'll go straight to NUS University. So probably they will be settling down for a good 10 years in this area. Next up, let's look at the land prices in this area. Back in 2015, Clement Canopy was the first plot of land being bought at 613 PPR. Average launch price at 1330. 4 years later in 2019, Clavon was bought at 788 PPR. Average launch price at 1640 PSF. Another 4 years later, this plot of land for Elta was bidded for 1250 PPR with an estimated break-even of 2156 PSF. So with 15% profit margin, we'll arrive at 2479 PSF. But take note, Elta is a harmonized project, so we will add another 5% to the figure. So the final numbers will be 2604 PSF. Our price estimation for Elta will be starting from 2004 PSF for the low floor units, mid floor 3 bedrooms will be from 2006, and for the high floor with unblocked views, we are no surprise to see 2008 to maybe even 2009 PSF. So one way to assess whether a new launch project is worth buying or not is to analyze the resale project nearby and the price gap between the new one and the resale project. For Elta, the most relevant comparison would be its neighbor, Clement Canopy and Clavon, because all 3 projects share similar attributes and all 3 projects are located in the same region with comparable size and unit mix. So by analyzing the past data from Clement Canopy and Clavon, we will be able to make an informed prediction of how Elta is going to perform in the future. Firstly, let's take a look at the profitability and the rental performance. Clement Canopy, the development does not have 1 bedroom and 5 bedroom. The smallest unit type starts from 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom. Their 2 bedroom made about $300,000 to $400,000. 3 bedroom made about $500,000 to $600,000. And their 4 bedroom made about $600,000 to highest $900,000 in 7 years. And the rental is also not too bad. Their 2 bedroom can fetch about $4,200 to $4,400. 3 bedroom about $5,500 to $6,000. Their 4 bedroom rental can fetch about $7,000 to $7,500. Next up, Clavon, TOP in 2024. It will be 5 years old when Elta TOP in 2029. This development is similar to Elta. It has 1 bedroom all the way to 5 bedroom. Profitability wise, the 1 bedroom units made about $120,000 to $200,000. 2 bedroom about $300,000. Their 3 bedroom made about $500,000 to $600,000. And their 4 bedroom made an impressive $600,000 to highest $900,000 in just 3 years. And their rental is also not too bad. The rental for their 1 bedder is about $3,500 and $4,500 for 2 bedders, $6,000 for their 3 bedder, $7,000 for their 4-beders, and $9,000 for their 5-beders. So far, Clement Canopy and Clavon are doing pretty damn well in terms of capital appreciation and rental returns. Secondly, this is the most concerning part for all used buyers out there. What is the safe entry price for Elta? Let's take a look at how much your neighbor Clavon has transacted for their 3-beders. As you can see, the first two entries highlighted in yellow, the 958 square feet 3-bed 2-bath, have already hit the 2002 to 2003 PSF in the resale market. And I repeat again, these are sub-sale transactions. They are not resale yet. These are sub-sale transactions. So to make the price comparison more fair and square, we are going to apply the harmonization ruling to Clavon. We are going to add another 5% to the transacted PSF. After adding the 5%, the new harmonized PSF for Clavon will be looking at 2003 to 2004 PSF. In the earlier part of the video, we mentioned that our price prediction for Elta will be starting from 2004 PSF for the lower floor units, 2006 on average for the 3-beders, and 2008 to 2009 for the high floor unblocked units. Keep in mind there's a 5-year gap between Elta and Clavon, yet the PSF gap is so close. Let us know in the comment section, do you think this is a safe entry price for Elta? Before we continue, do us a favor, click the like button, share and subscribe to the channel. With many exciting new launches in the pipeline for 2025, we will be making reviews video to guide you in making a well-informed decision and staying updated on the property market. And a big thank you to everyone who has reached out to us for your property matter. Your trust means a lot to both of us, and we are committed to support you in every step of your property journey. Once again, we are thankful. Let's get back to the video.
So next, the most important part of buying a new launch and invest in property is the exit price and what is your exit strategy that we've mentioned numerous times in our previous videos. So now if you look at Clementi as a whole, let's focus on the latest 3 cluster of going to MOP Clementi HDBs, the Clementi North Arc, the Clementi Peaks, and Clementi Crest. So Clementi Crest is going to MOP in July this year. Some of them will be a little bit later because of SBF, which one of my clients is currently encountering this situation. So he's actually very sad that Elta is going to launch before his MOP date, and potentially these 3 clusters of MOP HDBs will be very interested, and they could be the potential upgraders that are looking for newly TOP properties in the vicinity like Elta, because Clavon and Clementi Canopy could be relatively older in 3 to 4 years time, and perhaps by then all their prices have risen. It also makes more sense for them to buy into Clavon if they want to save money on their renovation. So how can we ascertain if they can be an exit strategy? Firstly, from SRX value, we can notice some of these units for the 3 MOPs are currently valued between 1.2 million to the highest 1.5 or 1.6 million for the higher floors. And when they first purchased for the 4 and 5 bedrooms, they only purchased in the range of 500 to 700k. And once they sell, they are able to double the money along with the profit they have taken in plus how much they have put in. They have close to $1 million for down payment. It will be more than enough for them to put down a down payment to purchase either CC, Clavon or Elta. This group of HDB upgraders are very hot group of people that can upgrade to condo compared to other parts of Singapore. Furthermore, there's no other resale easy options in that region, and if they prefer to stay in the Clementi area or the kids are really growing up and studying in the area, particularly in Nanhua High School, in NUS or the nearby primary schools and secondary schools, they'll be probably stay put in this area. The upgrading will be so much easier because they already have a lot of paper gains on hand. So next, it's very important for many people to ask, besides all the good points, what are the bad things about Elta itself? There are a couple of factors for you to consider beyond the prices. First, Elta, just like your Clement Canopy and Clavon, is not very near to MRT station, and the 2 condos profitability has already handled that objection for us. They still make a lot of money despite not being near to MRT station. It's very self-explanatory. 2 other reasons could be the unit layout performance, and their attributes are rather different between the 3 condos. Let me explain to you what's the good points and the bad points of the floor plans for Elta versus the other 2 neighboring condos. First of all, Elta is the post-harmonization project versus the other 2, which means you gain back additional 5 to 7% of the internal living space as aircon latch is not considered to be part of the strata. In terms of pricing and internal living space, you kind of get some benefit when you purchase Elta itself versus Clavon and Clement Canopy. And if you look through the various unit types, Elta has a very popular 2+ study, which we were quite amazed when we went to see the agent's preview, the 2+ study itself, due to the harmonization ruling, it actually feels like a compact 3-bedder. The study, unlike other show flat we have seen across Singapore, actually feels like a proper room itself. You can put a single or a super single bed inside, and you have a proper semi-enclosed kitchen with the corridor and doorway tucked at one corner, unlike other 2+ study which when you open the door of a normal dumbbell layout unit, everyone can see your living room and the 2 rooms side by side. But here you have sort of a privacy where when the door is open, they couldn't see your living room and your rooms, probably a partial view of the kitchen, and it feels like every part of the layout is being carefully planned and efficiently used. For bigger families looking at only 4-bedroom types, let's do a direct comparison between the 3 condos. So only Elta has this 4-bed dual key, where the 3-bed 3-bath side has a narrow corridor, which is something that a lot of families do not like it, because most 4-bedrooms, particularly in Clementi and Clavon itself, have landscape layout. This makes the house more spacious and more efficiently place your furniture if you have a long L-shaped sofa, and also you can place your dining table at the back of your sofa. However, Elta has one particular unit which is 4+ study, which almost looks like a landscape but not exactly a landscape, just because it's harmonized, so your narrow corridor becomes bigger, but it's a little bit difficult to put your dining table behind your sofa. This is one downside that people are looking for 4-bedroom in Elta. If you compare to Clement Canopy and Clavon, the 4-bedroom layout might seem a little bit more spacious. The key objection for buyers who are looking at 4-bedroom in Elta, you'll be facing a narrower walkway and living hall. But of course, we welcome you to come out and see whether this living hall is acceptable for your family. And another limiting factor for Elta is that for 4 and 5-bedroom buyers, there isn't a private lift catered to the unit types. Only in Clavon you have private lift in the 4 and 5-bedroom types. But don't worry, Clement Canopy also face the same issue where there are 4-bedroom and they don't have 5-bedroom, does not have a private lift, yet they are performing the best. Those who have bought day 1 and hold until now, they're making more than 1 million profit. So having a private lift can be subjective, and it doesn't really limit your profitability just by comparing these 2 examples. So now we are back to our favorite segment, property what scorecard. We look at the points one by one. Again, this will score 1 point because it's a BUC new launch, as we advocate that if you want to buy for investment, the best profit margin will be a day 1 investor, or you buy during the early part of the launch. So for the second point, there will be no major URA transformation taking place in the midterm, so we give a point of 0. So third, in terms of layout, on a broader scale, we gave 1 because this is a new harmonization project in Clementi. So if you compare side by side with Clementi and Clavon, it has a better internal living area. The next point on MRT, as mentioned earlier, is not even close to any MRT station, but we still give a 0. The next point on primary school is within 1 km to 2 primary school and the most important NUS high IP program. There are also tertiary education like NUS as well, where families or parents want to buy because of this reason. In the next point, in terms of the entry price, again, this is the same thing happen over and over again on new launches. This will be the highest entry price in the entire area, but like Kaizer mentioned earlier, if you calculate its age and the harmonized square feet of a 5-year age gap, is quite justifiable because we are buying Elta at resale prices post-harmonized. So next up, onto the project size. Elta itself is very similar to Clementi and Clavon. It has about 500 plus minus units, which is a good measure of performance for a mid-sized development. So the appreciation would be very similar to Clementi and your Clavon. Next, in terms of rentability, Clementi area, it's an education belt with a lot of demand for higher education professionals or tertiary education students. You are not lack of good tenants in the area. The next point on exit strategy that we have mentioned earlier, the HDB upgraders who want to remain in Clementi or those who want to come into Clementi preparing for their kids' tertiary education, the upgrade will be easier for them because those who are staying nearby or in Clementi itself, the profits from their HDB are enough for them to cover their purchase in the future. This is very similar to Clavon and Clement Canopy. And if you look at the Property Guru, there are very little listings for 3, 4, 5 bedrooms because there's a lack of supply. And these listings are typically asking for very, very high prices as compared to last transacted. So if you purchase Elta at launch, you are well positioned to make good profit and sell at a high price, as there are little competition for your pricing because nobody want to sell. So lastly, this is the MCL Land and CSC Land Group JV. The track record for these 2 developers are relatively good, particularly for MCL. Its latest launch for Nava Grove, which is locations near the area in Ulu Pandang was about 70% sold on day one, and it has a superb finishing, so we give a score of 1. So all in all, Elta has a score of 8 and it rates A grade for us, so definitely it's a good buy.
That's our take on Elta. Hopefully you have a better understanding on the big picture and whether or not Elta is the right fit for you. Not to worry if Elta isn't your cup of tea, because there are more exciting new launches in the east, such as the highly anticipated integrated development in Clementi Avenue 11 Park Town Residences. We have a video on that, feel free to check it out. Also, if you are interested in getting a unit in Elta, feel free to contact us via the numbers below. We will arrange a one-to-one consultation. We will sit down and understand more deeper about your investment goal, your financial figure, so from there you have a better understanding and better decision moving forward. Most importantly is 2025, another new year, another opportunity for you to grow your net worth. Once again, my name is Kaizer.
I'm Zach. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more new launch review videos in the future.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.